be on the same page because I'm 100 miles away. And so we try to make that decision early in the week. So we just have to make sure we get the phone calls out. We trying to get this in, but it's raining, and we're talking about striping the side. Those who we're talking about striping the parking lot, and we need a dry day to do that. So and you see how it rained almost every Saturday. So we might go to the third Saturday when the ushers out here and try that Saturday. But we wanted that parking lot striped and that done. Amen. Yes, thank you. Listen, y'all. Listen, a lot of great things are happening. All right, a lot of great things happening in our church and our attendance. And we thank all the young people. We didn't have any young people for a while, but Joseph. Now they get outnumbered. So thank you, young girls, young ladies, for coming and mom, dad, and again, look off the dapper there, Brother John. Amen. As you know, Bible study is going to continue for this month, for March between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. The time is changing next Sunday, I believe. Is that anybody know? Pam, you doing this here? Okay. So that means next Sunday, you need to set your clock like that Saturday night, and we'll go to the new time, all right? So that means we're going up an hour. Amen? Amen. All right. Remember that. Next Sunday, we're going to go up an hour. Next Sunday. Amen. I asked you to continue prayer for my wife. I don't want to say anything too early. She is in the hospital. She has pneumonia, and both her lungs has fluid in them. And but because of the lungs not producing oxygen, her heart was beating fast. Yeah. So we ended up in the heart hospital. Went out there saw this morning before I left. And they're going to try to do a procedure tomorrow to look at the blockage that she has in her heart. She hadn't had a heart attack yet, but that's a blockage in her heart that's going on with that. It's intolerant. So I expect y'all to come down there. Just pray for her, and we'll keep you posted. Because I always text for the Rivera. And I think Sister Gloria, she's on one of those committees. That's why I'm texting you, Sister Gloria. If I'm doing that outreach committee, there's two committees we got.
Sister Sattler is on the outreach committee, as well as Sister Williams.
Yeah, that's what
I'm on the sick committee.
That's right, I'm sorry. Sister Williams is on the sick and shut-in committee.
Okay,
She's the person that oversees that, and Sister Sattler is the outreach.
All right, so what I'm doing is, through the week here, I'll be talking to Brother Rivera and Texas Sister Gloria. All right, she'll get your words on. But just pray for her. She okay. So we went by there this morning and spent some time with her this morning. We rushed back down there. But we're just thankful that she had a bad night Friday night. She had acid reflux, and so we had a bad night Friday night. So Saturday morning she wasn't breathing right. And I'm listening to her. So I suggested we go to urgent care. And so finally she said, okay, we'll go. And we went to the urgent care. From the urgent care by ambulance, they took her to the main hospital, and then they took her to the heart hospital. And it's a real nice Louis and Peaches Owen hospital for the heart. So she's there, and so she told me today, tell her just pray for her. She doing better. She ate a good breakfast this morning. That might be last meal, so she'll test tomorrow, but she'll get a regular diet. So just pray for her, and we'll pray for us. Amen?
Amen.
And today, all of you who are still wanting to do the Black History, it's going to be today. All right? And if we can extend Black History. They're going to give us about a month, but we can get more on it. So if someone still want to share one, then just let me know. All right?
Amen.
I mean, you'll be going today. You're going today, but John's going today.
Amen.
Not yet. we're not gonna overlook anybody, okay? So if she wanna go today, she gonna make something, doesn't matter.
They're gonna do it today. They'll do it today.
Ma'am?
They did a speech at, my grandmother's church last Sunday. That's why we went here.
And then we'll stand it, if there's somebody left, let's do these three today. Then someone that's want one, just let us know next Sunday, but we don't have to stop that. Okay, let's do this order. Let's let the young ones go first, Brother John. Y'all go, first.
Who's going first?
The young people go first. Y'all never want somebody to go first? Okay. All right, there you go. Okay. They come first. Behind them will be Sister Regina Calloway, and then Brother John will close out some Black History for today. Amen?
Amen.
Can I say this first?
Go ahead.
I gotta make this announcement. Because we on social media now.
Oh, okay.
There's a permission to take them,
No problem.
because they're gonna be on Facebook tomorrow. Because
We always on Facebook.
They're gonna take them. All right.
We always on Facebook. We don't.
Yeah, it's all right to take you? Sister Regina, all right to take you? All right to take you? All right. John, is it okay to take you?
Oh, yeah.
All right, 'cause we're gonna ask that now because we putting you out on social media, all right? You know, we couldn't have that on Facebook. And then on YouTube, it's Sucker Chapel Baptist Church. And we on YouTube as well. We're moving on, parents, in social media.
I always put us on Facebook.
All right. Okay.
You own it.
I'm a Jewish queen. I'm Queen Esther. I was born in 1879.
This one, hold on, so.
I'm a Jewish queen. I was born 1879. I'm Queen Esther. I fought for my Jews, for the ones who were trying to kill them. I moved with my uncle when my parents passed away. I was chosen for my beauty. And yeah, okay.
Queen Esther. Okay.
My name is Catherine Johnston. I was born August 26, 1918. I worked with NASA, and I worked with numbers with NASA. And I had to drink out of one coffee cup because people thought people didn't want to drink.
Yeah.
Because I was the only black woman that worked there. I had learned, even though people would judge me in NASA, I still went up there and worked and did what I was supposed to do.
Amen. Y'all don't have to forgive me because I'm not a public speaker. Even though I talk a lot. This is going to be dedicated to the church house.
All right.
She has one more last.
Oh, look.
Oh, again, praise God that I'm sorry that I wasn't able to do this last week, but I'm glad to be here today and that Black History Month is expanded. Because, yeah, about one of them. Okay, so my Black History Month presentation, we will begin with Nate Turner. During the year of 1800 to 1831, he was a rebellion leader. In 1831, he led failed slave rebellion in South Bend, Virginia, to the most remarkable instinct of black resistance to enslavement. In memorable quote, Jesus is a friend who walks in where the world walks out. All right. Next we have Harriet Wilson. During the years of 1825 to 1900, she was a novelist, the first African American to either gender to publish a novel on the Northern American continent. In memorable quote, the best antique is an old friend. Next, we have here William H. Carney. During the years of 1842 to 1908, he was a Civil War hero. He was the first African American to be awarded the Medal of Honor. And a memorable quote, we have the hardest secret, I apologize, the hardest secret for a man to keep is his own opinion of himself. Also, he who buries his talent is making a grave mistake. Next, we have Elijah McCoy. During the years of 1844 through 1929, he was known as an inventor. He was the first African American that invented an automatic lubricant for oiling and steam engines of locomotives and boats. A memorable quote, we have, in order to receive the direction from God, you must be able to receive correction from God.
All right.
Then we have Dr. Martin Luther King. Faith is taking the first step, even when you don't see the whole staircases. Then we have Madam C.J. Walker. During the year of 1867 through 1919, she was the first woman millionaire. She founded Madam C.J. Walker Manufacturing Company, who sells color, hair products, and cosmetics. And memorable quote, money is a very excellent servant, but a terrible master. Then we have Benjamin O. Davis Sr. During the years of 1877 to 1970, he was known as the General. He was the first African-American general in the United States Army. A memorable quote, the smallest deed is better than the greatest intention. Then we have Jack Johnson. In 1878 to 1946, he was the first black heavyweight boxing champion of the world. For a memorable quote, we have the company you keep will determine the trouble you meet. In addition, we have, as a memorable quote, the most disappointed people in the world are those who get what's coming to them. We then have Arthur W. Mitchell. During the years of 1883 through 1968, he was a politician. He was the first African American to be elected to the United States Congress as a Democrat. The memorable quote, the secret of contentment is in the realization that life is a gift, not a right. We then have Marian Anderson. During the years of 1897 through 1993, she was an opera concert singer, best remembered for her performance on Easter Sunday in 1939 on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. The memorable quote, those who deserve love the least need it the most. Then we have Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman to travel in space when she went into the orbit about the space shuttle Endeavour. Did I say it right that time? Good, thank you. Endeavour, on September 12th of 1990. To the memorable quote, true faith and courage are like a kite, and opposing wind rises and higher. Then finally, we have our best for last, our very own Dr. James Coe, the founder of Second Chapel Baptist Church in 1974. His legacy will live on forever. May God bless and keep you. The Black History dedicated to the church. Thank you.